What's up, my CryptoComics compatriots? We are back with another spoiler-filled review. This time, it's for episode 3 of What If, and it is titled, What If the World Lost Its Mightiest Heroes? So, this one it's a little bit different. You don't find out kind of what the Nexus event is
until like the end.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
It was a different take on these. Like, we've had 3 episodes where 2 episodes where the Nexus event was right away and immediately you saw all the changes. But this time it was like kind of everything was happening and you're like, what was the Nexus event?
Now, this is also a slight departure from the typical What If episodes, because it actually, although it does take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we'll pull events from that, it actually focuses more on the comic series Fury's Big Week, which is a tie-in to the movies where you find out that Thor, Iron Man 2, and the Incredible Hulk all took place within that same week.
That was weird, man. Because it starts off by saying, like, this was all in the same week. And you're like, eh?
Yeah, the title cards, Monday, Tuesday, and it just kind of showed everything that happened throughout that week. But this one is definitely a Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury-centric episode, which I loved. It starts out with the beginning of Iron Man 2, where he's in the donut. Oh, I love that scene.
After, like, they finally get Tony out of the donut, which I really want to see how they did that.
Like, just asked him, get out of the donut.
Yeah, but, like, it's Tony Stark. Let's be honest. There was a lot of sarcasm involved with him getting out of the donut. You see these, like, blue, like, light blue veins, like, running up his neck.
Well, that was from Iron Man 2. He was getting poisoned by the arc reactor, and that was poisoning him and causing him to get the those blue lines. Black Widow comes up and gives him that injection.
This time, though, for whatever reason, it kills him. It almost seems like that was the Nexus event, but everything was spiraling too out of control for this. So Nat gets arrested and they take her off. She escapes.
Then you have Thor's hammer landing on Earth. Clark Gregg coming back as Agent Coulson. So that was kind of cool. But this time, in the end, Hawkeye's up there with the arrow pointed at him and he shoots him. One thing that I thought was interesting was that Frank Grillo kind of reprised his role as Brock or Crossbones. So he came back.
But when she escapes, she runs off and she joins Bruce Banner, but she's looking for Betty Ross?
Betty Ross.
Betty Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And to try and see, like, hey, I didn't give him the wrong injection. What's up with this? Come to find out, he was never given the injection. Something else, like, kind of broke it first.
She looked, at the needle, and
it's destroyed.
Yeah.
I don't like needles in the first place, but that is just like, no!
You got the heebie-jeebies off of that?
I got the heebie-jeebies.
Okay. You find Bruce Banner hiding there.
In the closet.
Mm-hmm. Then the whole incident with Thor.
Yeah. Then it cuts back to Thor kind of getting killed.
Jeremy Renner comes back as Hawkeye. And he's like, I don't know what happened. Like,
I don't miss.
Yeah, I don't miss. I mean, I don't let the arrows go on accident. And, it shows him...
kind of curled up in a cell, man.
Yeah, and then they find out that...
He's dead.
He's dead, too.
He died.
Oh, yeah, so now we have Hawkeye dead. We have Iron Man dead. It flashes back to the Hulk scene where General Ross shows up at the college campus.
Yeah. Somehow, no one really knows yet how Banner gets shot, but all of a sudden he's shot. And
it was like a tranquilizer dart. So, it wasn't like shot. But,
yeah, he wasn't shot, but it was like something small just like went into his arm and you don't see any dart thing to pull out.
Yeah, he did. It was in the shoulder. Just sticking out.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention to small, tiny details like that. Okay? I was paying attention to the storyline.
But then, yeah, he turns into the Hulk, and then you have that whole fight scene from the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, and Nat got out of there quick.
The Abomination wasn't there.
Yeah.
But, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So then you switch back to New Mexico, and in New Mexico, you have Fury, who's now taken over the whole New Mexico project instead of it just being Agent Coulson.
Yeah.
And that's when Loki shows up.
Loki!
So Loki shows up with all the Asgardians and Lady Sif. Lady Sif is there.
Wasn't it the big four, but only Lady Sif actually got a part? Because you saw, like, 4 people behind him that weren't dressed the same as everybody else. So I just figured, like, oh, those are the big 4, but only Lady Sif got to talk.
Somebody wasn't paying attention. I didn't see that. I just saw Lady Sif, and I was like, oh, it's Lady Sif, yeah.
Oh. Hey, it wasn't me!
So, yeah, they kind of strike a deal.
He pulls out the pager before this, though.
Yeah, he pulls out the Captain Marvel pager and pages her. Then he goes to meet Loki, and then
the deal is struck.
Yes, that he has till sunset or sunrise on the next day.
Then Banner dies.
Yeah, he's raging out as the Hulk. He's fighting everybody, and then all of a sudden he just starts getting bigger, and then, which was Shield, which I think was the main Nexus event, because in the end, I mean, she was never involved with Shield, ever. Yeah. So she was recruited. She had died the same way that Janet Van Dyne had died. And then
her dad shows up.
Yeah, which was crazy. I mean, it's Michael Douglas coming back as Hank Pym, but this time he's crazy. He's in the Yellow Jacket suit, which was kind of cool because in the comics he was the first Yellow Jacket. Yeah. He became Yellow Jacket when he was mentally unstable. So once again, you have Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, and it kind of showed how he was killing everybody. He was in the injection that killed Tony Stark. He was in the injection that shot Hulk, but he had thrown one of his little enlargement discs at his heart, and it kind of made everything bigger, and just piece by piece, and then
he kind of basically jumped off Hawkeye's hand, making him shoot the arrow accidentally. And then
he flew into his ear.
Yeah, later.
And then killed him when he's in the cell.
Isn't that weird?
He did kill Natasha.
It doesn't show how that he killed Natasha, though. It kind of just shows her getting thrown around and then in every horror movie.
So now he's going after Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And it's with Loki's help that he is able to defeat Hank Pym.
Yeah. So Hank he is trapped in this little ice, and Loki takes him off. Mm-hmm. And Loki looks at Fury.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to stay here for a while.
And they're all like, how long are you going to stay? The next day, he has the entire world under his control. Like only a Loki can do.
Now,
Loki finally won!
I actually thought that they were going to do that, make him into the President Loki with the pin and the suit and the horns. I was like, oh, here it is. Oh, they're not doing that.
Maybe that happened later.
So, yeah, Loki is in control.
In complete control of, was it all of the nations?
Yes, he is in control of the entire world.
Yeah.
They show him at the UN, and he's got every one of the Asgardian guards, like, standing there, ready to fight.
I'd like to see the bomb go off at the UN still.
The one from Captain America, Civil War, yeah. So Loki's in charge. And then it cuts to the last scene Nick Fury is looking at the ice that Captain America is trapped in, and then
he looks over and there's Captain Marvel.
Yep. So it looks like they're about to go avenge some people, and they're the only ones left. 2 captains. Might change the name of that group. Just call them the Captains.
Is that a comic?
I doubt it.
You should write a fanfic. Write a fanfic about captains.
All right, so then it ends. I mean, ooh. It was, yeah, like I said, it was a different format for the What If, but it was still, I thought, really good.
It was.
I love to see Samuel Jackson in anything. I mean, before this, we just watched, was it The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard? And so anything Samuel Jackson's in, I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think?
This episode has to be better than the second one. Let me explain.
Are you saying it is better? Or
it is.
Okay.
I like it more because it didn't show the Nexus event. It kept you like on your toes thinking what's going to happen next. Like who is he going to go after next?
Yeah.
Like, what's all happening? And it stuck to the storyline from the movies, but it kept hinting at those like comic book references and other shows.
I love comic book references. Yeah.
And hinting at like other shows and stuff, and it kept in a way that like I could follow along with without having to go read the comic books that I'm not gonna see for another 30 years. Mm-hmm. I liked it a lot better. It didn't show the Nexus event, but it explained it, and I understood it. I got it.
Okay.
I liked this one.
So give it a score.
Still gonna say 9 out of 10 though. Wasn't the best. Really? Wasn't the best out of the best. There was still parts that I'm like, this could be changed. But
like what?
This one's still a 9 out of 10 for me because I didn't like how like halfway through an action scene they would cut to a different one, and just some of the lines didn't sit well with me.
See, I really like this one because, I mean, it's only episode 3 and they kind of switched it up on us.
Oh, absolutely.
I did like that. I did like the fact that they switched between action scenes more to show that, yeah, this is all going on at the same time.
That's what I get. I just, like, that's what I understand is just at the same time, it's like, I'm in the middle of an action scene and I'm invested in this one now. You can't cut to a different one. You got me invested.
But, you know, I loved Crazy Hank Pym. I loved it. Yeah, he was all straggly with a beard, and he looked like he'd been living under a rock for a while. So
he still had the tech, though.
He still had the tech.
One of those crazy geniuses kind of look.
So I really enjoyed this one.
Oh, absolutely.
So I have to give it a 10 out of 10. I can't wait for next week. All we know about next week is just it's going to be Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange.
That's his own thing. That's like good or evil. Which one do you think will win?
Well, because it's a what if, might be the evil one. I don't know, might be the good one. And hopefully it plays into Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, or even the new Spider-Man where they start to break things. That brings up another question. All he had to do was
shut up.
That brings up another question. So until we actually watch Spider-Man, I mean, we have Loki, who broke the time stream.
Yeah.
Creating the multiverse.
No one knows where Sylvie's at.
Yeah. Then we also have Spider-Man breaking the multiverse. So who knows where it's going to... Yeah.
They're just all out here just like, break. Ooh.
And Wanda was doing her own thing, kind of being a little crazy. So, that'll be it for us today. If you guys would like your own account with CryptoComics, you can join in on all the fun. You can check out all of the comic books that we have available right now. Pretty soon, we'll be going live, so everything will get reverted back to, if you want to read a comic, you're going to have to buy it. So, right now, it's free. Go to CryptoComics.com/signup, get your own account.
Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
See you in the funny pages.